Hello, this is a pre-roll warning of sorts. The game features a lots of flashing, very extremely bright lights followed by very dark instances. Sometimes it's flashing, sometimes it's rolling. If you are photosensitive, I advise watch with discretion. And but otherwise, I do hope you enjoy the video. I just wanted to make that sure that no one to cause anyone undue harm. Hello. Oh, sorry, I was checking my microphone settings. I wish there was a way for this. Yeah, I'll put it back in. It's not very viable. I am theoretically supposed to be recording either Vintage Story or the Thursday, the Kingdom, but I just randomly saw that I had this in my library as I was scrolling, doing like a checklist for future look at, and I was so fascinated conceptually. I think I must have Naissance. I think I must have seen a video of this at some point and then bought the game because, I mean, look at it, it's fascinating. At least I think so. And then just sort of forgot about it. Very typical for me, I know. Anyway, I was so drawn in. I know very little about it. I didn't look at I'd look at the Steam page, but let's just see. Oh dear. Oh. No shit. Lucy is lost. One moment. Okay, we are Lucy. We've landed on a pad that's broken. Several miles by the looks of it. Oh, there's a sort of glidiness to the steps. Okay, control to crouch. Oh, it does tell you. Okay, that's good. Oh my goodness. Ladder explains itself. If you say so. My goodness, people are going to be struggling to see this on low gamma monitors. Oh, we've loaded in a new area. How very efficient. Let us move towards the mysterious light and accelerating noise. Something tells me I shouldn't be in there when it happens. Does anyone else have permanent retina damage? I'll let you know when we get through this. I think that's us. They teleported us somewhere with a doorway. Shift to run a short time, you say, do you? They teleported us somewhere and I ran off of a cliff because of the floatiness of the controls. Oh, it wasn't even a teleport, it was just opening this door. Okay, there's a way down there. I mean, there's a way down both ways. I just took as I just demonstrated. I wasn't terribly sure, given that we fell, you know, like a mile and a half. Okay, I'm fine. I just broke an ankle. To have hit a technical issue, and okay, only A and S were working and they went in the wrong directions. That's very spooky, isn't it? Gives the feel of a train station, doesn't it? So I should probably take this moment to, before we do go into something fascinating, I believe that this is some sort of megastructure exploration game. Now, what is a megastructure? A megastructure is in this context a creation, a artificial space that is designed and could take up. Well, let's work with scales that we're used to. You're used to, like, you have a room, you have a house, you have an office block, a mall, you have, like, I don't know, hangars, skyscrapers and the like. A skyscraper is a pretty big building, right? Now, if you imagine an entire planet is turned into what would be referred to as an ecumenopolis, which is essentially the entire place is artificial. That's where we kind of begin to encroach upon the scale of what theoretically naissance or naissance? No, that's the other spelling. This is naissance. I think intends to a planet-sized superstructure is when we begin to approach on what I think naissance intends to deliver the experience of exploring. I remember there was a text series that I had. There's a comic or something, and the lad is the character of the story is exploring a megastructure that subsumes the. Well, basically, I think it's at least a third of the solar system. It's very, very large. Humanity's, done its thing. But it's been they had genetic markers for access to the place, and they ended up that went out of the population, because genes change as you get older, and the specific ones that are like key coded might not line up and such. And there's cleaning mechanisms and all sort of like janitors and hostile sanitation bots and all sorts of things that no longer see the humans as workers. So they have to avoid them. There's like settlements, they're doing food, they have to find each other, but they're so far apart that it's between keeping themselves safe, the concept of joining together just seems impossible for them. Okay, it is this way. It's also, in the, not to chat on too long, I mean that's why you're here, isn't it? In the vein of liminal spaces. This is all given sort of Soviet train station vibes to me so far. Oh, hello, you guys. I'm aware. I'm seeing what it does. Interesting. Fascinating. We go this way? Yes. I do apologise for the large contrast. Did I mention liminal spaces exploration and I can barely conceptualise what's over here. Does this keep going? No, it's a law. Interesting. We've got like wee guidance things that are just set up at random. Well, you know, insofar as game logic to help you understand where you might be going. It's fascinating though. It's a bit like if there's scales to this thing. If you would say something that covers a portion of a continent, that would be classed as a superstructure. To get on the scale of planets or planetary orbiting stations, that would be considered a megastructure. Is that right? Well, a planet itself being made artificial, that would count as a megastructure. A halo, which is a ring, you imagine a large ring that goes around a star that has habitation spaces on it, like an atmosphere, a ring world, would be considered a megastructure on the scale of it. I think a structure such as a skyhook, which is where you would put something into geostationary orbit, you would have something attached to the bottom of it, and then you would swing it into space. That would be considered a kilo structure. Same as with I'm going to look away for a second so I'm not distracting everyone. Like a ring that goes around the planet, like a space station that it circles the circumference of you know, it goes around the planet completely as opposed to just a single space station. These are all very fascinating concepts to me that I like to study. Is that a thing? Oh, it's going up the block. I hit spacebar twice, just both sides at the wrong time. Too early and then too late. I think that was the thing. I think I'm going to put an advisory at the beginning of this video on about flashing lights and stuff. I'm not technically photosensitive myself. I don't have to deal with it to the same degree that someone who can have. What I'm about to say might contradict that. I experience irritation, I'll put it that way, of rapidly blinking lights, and I can understand how they can cause, I shall call it neural friction. Yeah, it's a sliding scale, it's not just sort of like a binary on and off. You're either fine with it or... Oh no, Lucy, I'm sorry. Are you okay? Where was that meant to go there? Everything's went blood. Being able to see what you're doing, what a grand concept. It must be over here, we've got nowhere else to go. Okay. Well, she's definitely got a broken ankle, but okay, clicking on it did have an effect. But other than that, she seems to be doing fine. Clicking on it does nothing. I have to touch it physically. Oh, my ears are bothering me. I was a little too rough cleaning them a minute ago. Nothing. This looks like it would lead to something, right? What could it be? A wee house? Do you know? There's the other thing about it is that in the story that I mentioned where the man's exploring a superstructure and try to run a jump longer, you see. Oh god. Okay, I need to keep in mind to breathe, otherwise I think it slows you down. I'm fairly good about balancing multiple things, but if it gets to be more than like 4 at a time, then I start struggling with it. Coordinating, you know, like 7 different fingers on a controller, I don't think that's a reasonable ask. The megastructure I was talking about, like the solar system spanning creation that's like this. The automated services and such had gone haywire, obviously, because there's no one keeping it in check anymore. So there's no one to be like, "Hey, you might want to stop now," and it just sort of keeps building out like this. You know, it's. Theoretically, these things could serve a function, and every once in a while you see a doorway, but the doorways are useless, except for some of them, sometimes. So they're just building templates with no coherent higher order to the thing. Come out left and go right. Oh, we're climbing a ziggurat now suddenly. So look at this. Oh, that's beautiful. Ventilation shafts. We're keeping oxygen flowing. You must find pockets of steel here, right? Maybe. That was me. Poor Lucy, man. Poor Lucy. I've been going to the convention for 2 days, so my critical thinking skills are not necessarily the best right now. Okay, let's try it out. Let's go down. Let's see what's happening. The universe in which she turns right, she doesn't make it out, so we have to be smart about it. By smart, I mean lucky. I read a tweet that someone whose boss was, but I mean they were telling a story about the boss who they described as not very well adjusted. They took a stack of resumes, split them in half, and then threw the other half in the bin with the description, "We can't work with people who are unlucky." That's fascinating. Oops, you went. Oop. I think I understand this. possibly. The sound design is immaculate, I must say. What is it we're trying to accomplish here? Oh, there's steps. Okay. Pardon me. Oh no, they showed us to this earlier. That's went away somewhere. Oh, okay, it just flew back down, that's why I couldn't find it. It's right over there. Just having a wee look around here. What is this? I don't think that's healthy. Might be a way down if I want to reset the puzzle perhaps. Now, I need you to come back here so that that's solid. No. Okay. I'm not great at understanding this. Like, there we go. So they're like coded or something. That one's turning it off, but turning on the... I have no idea. I'm sure there's some sort of rhyme and reason to it. Oh look, I touched it. That's where we were earlier. And this is just sort of continuous. Okay. These two in here? Oh, this is where... okay. Okay, jumping actually hurt me there. Which was not my intended result. The shadow is what's doing it. Maybe. Because the... Hush. I'm trying to pair up what I'm watching now with how it worked when they introduced it, when they said, well, not the second it, with the light bulb, where they showed it happening. There we go. What am I to do with that? I think we have to do this twice. This is absolutely it's just so fascinating. Like, we're meant to jump down here, but what happens if I make it over here? Absolutely not. But I'm proud of myself all the same. Oh. I think I hurt myself there. Oops daisy. Okay, you're a timer. You lose speed if you mess it up. Oh god, my eyes. Well, I did think something like that might happen, which is why I tried to jump down, and it killed me anyway. Maybe I should have just backed up. Oh, are we? Oh, okay, that's fine. That's a fair punishment. Try to beat it. Oop. Now why is that up? That didn't make any sense that time. It just sort of went. There's no... I mean, I'm sure Lucy is equally as confused as myself, but it just seems like I got shoved out for some reason. Like I got caught, I got swerved. But you can sort of see what's happening. Okay, there I just did it way too early. Lucy, I'm sorry. One more time. This game is definitely not as there's a climbing game that I play sometimes called Celeste, and they've designed it as such where it doesn't feel fair if you wipe out, if you just sort of fall right off the ledge. They've made it thus that if you hit the jump button within a half second after going off the cliff, you get the extra burst there, and that lines up better with our response times apparently. But you don't have that grace here. Ooh. Oh, for God's sake. My reputation as an immaculate gamer is definitely under threat here. Oh my god. It's because I'm tired. That's my excuse today. I've been at the convention 2 days in a row and I'm really feeling the bun. There's so much exercise. At least I've done this long enough that I can do it blind now. Theoretically. I'm not memorising it, by the way. I can just sort of faintly make out the jumps in the dark. Okay, we are hopefully done with that obstacle course permanently. I will simply intend not to be struck down once again. I see. So it was the intention for me to jump towards the thing that suddenly activates. Oh! Was that a load? Oh, fuck. Going down. Is that... I believe... Oh, we've reached something approximating residential areas now, rather than just access shafts. So we've come through there. Yes, I can see the smoke coming out. It's getting brighter the longer I stay here though. There is a fascinating set of worlds that are explorable on desktop for free on a platform called VR Chat that is available on Steam. If you look for a world called Organism, like organism literally, and it's this this strange, sprawling, dreamlike structure. I believe the creator has also done something similar called Ritual, which is it's like walking through dream geometry, and this reminds me of Organism because there's a part where you see this massive block of apartments. Excuse me a second. Try not to see me on camera. There we go. If you don't sneeze, simply blow your nose. That's what it's trying to get you to do anyway. Right, okay. No? Is that? No? Oh! What? I've had to make a connection and then just press backwards, perhaps. Because that seemed like a quirk of the control scheme. Not anything to do with me. Okay, yes. My assessment is accurate. So you have to roll until you connect to the ladder, and then press down until you're almost off it, and then fall off the cliff. There's stuff going on down there. It's got steam. But not too far off the edge, we don't want to fall down it. That reminds me of organism, that sprawling structure over there. All the, like the apartment building looking windows. Oh, it's some manifestation of steam that sort of evaporates after a moment. Once it reaches its destination. Remember this. This is important later. And what does it do once it reaches? It just vanishes. For a second it looked like there was a rider on top. But I think that was just a quirk of how many boxes. Yeah, that way goes down. It's over here though. And then no. It's nice the game lets you do this though. Very chic design. It's amazing what you can do with a monochrome palette. Theoretically I could make that ledge, but I don't see that there's anything to be gained from it other than 80% chance of death and 2% chance of success. One interesting mechanic. Theoretically infinite stamina behind a skill barrier. Is that rebar? Am I about to discover a secret passage, perhaps? Or certain doom? Do you know, even if I had the freshest Nikes on the market, I don't think that the grip strength would be enough. You'd need goat hoofs to make that through. The ones in India that have the little people hands. I've seen they go on they can climb a 98 incline. It's 98. So 360 is like a full circle. So then you've got like 180 is halfway. They can actually get traction on like 172 incline, possibly up to 174. Because of the way that the just like through sheer muscle and the way that their hooves are designed, and so they can actually do they climb up dams to lick the water to get salt. from the cement. And the mums will stand to let the bairns rest against their bodies when, you know, because it's very tough work on their wee chicken legs. So they need to take a break from time to time until they get used to it, build up their stamina a wee bit. Yeah, it's definitely looks like an access shaft. I think I shall perhaps explore this building and then come back to this on a later date. Don't like any of the videos drawn too long. But I think an hour is about safely where I say the cut off at point is for the vintage story videos. I'm going down this slowly because I don't want to fall off. Oh, that's such a comfortable pace. Let's do that instead. We can crouch and go down the stairs. That sounded like someone screaming. Didn't it? An odd whistling sound. Well, bugger, what now? Is there anything for it? There's no way we reach any of that. I see. I have, in truth, no idea how long this game is. Oh. I'm one of those folk that likes to check around behind every corner. You know, just in case Lucy might find a packet of Cheetos or something, you never know. That doesn't look inviting. Nor does the rest of it, however. Oh. I say this with my whole heart. Fuck that. Oh, I didn't like that at all. I actually used to have a very crippling fear of heights as a kid. I still do to some extent, but I got over it eventually. But it was so bad I couldn't go up to like the third floor in a block of apartments because I was scared that there's the old brutalist architecture, like rectangles that they built in the later half of the 20th century, so the 1900s, and there was quite a few of them in the area where I grew up in my hometown. So all the steps are just these stone steps that jut out from the walls. So it doesn't look flattering, I've got to be honest, but let me plan this out a wee bit. I can go down there and then I can go back and forth as I please. That's sort of floating out on its own business, so we just come down here. Aye. The steps would have been, I think, about a quarter as thick as these bars, comparatively. So, you know, like, I don't know, 5 inches, 3 inches, probably less than that. Anyway, the top of them, they would have that. There would be like these thin stone steps all the way up that had the handlebars, obviously, because you're not wanting folk to get in trouble. And then at the top, on the third floor, so you got ground, first, second, third. That's how we do it in the UK, at least. I know that America, it starts on the first floor, and then you've got like basement, first floor, second floor, etc. Well, we've got basement, ground floor, first floor, second floor, etc. And I couldn't. The third floor would have this giant metal block that'll break my legs. That for some reason was just there. The first and second floors didn't have it, but the third floor did. It had like this huge thing that was just sort of there, jutting out underneath the entrance steps. And I was always terrified to go up to because in my head I was comfortable enough I could go up in a tree at 11 years old to a height that was also 3 stories tall. But if a tree branch snaps, you've got 50 more of them on the way back down, right? If a block of steps gives out underneath you, rest assured it's probably going to take out whatever is underneath it and you along with it if you make contact with it, with any of the pieces as they're falling. And that's just not a very comfortable prospect. Nowadays, though, I'm on the the taller half of 200 of 200 pounds, so it's it's 6 and 2 3s both ways for me now. Be more likely that the steps are the way to go. Concrete reinforcement. Oh Christ. I think I would need to lose like easily 80 pounds to start doing all that. I'm already getting to the point my knees are starting to hurt. Okay, there's steps down here. Do we get to go in here? That looks like I should have to crouch under it. Just gonna... What is that? I thought they were on the floor, but they're not even halfway down. Oh. I was looking down this at an angle that I perceived that to be the floor. That is not the case, actually. Well, my goodness. Isn't that a heart attack? I feel that I should go down there, but this is defined. The fear of heights is called altophobia, in case you were curious. All the Latin roots. I will say again, the sound design is immaculate. There's been absolutely nothing that set cheery lights, but now we've got smoke monsters that are coming out of the walls so big they look like floors. Okay, that's somewhere to go. This is the same place to go. Click. Well, I'm just in love with this, aren't you? So creepy. I thought I might have to go this way. I was hoping otherwise. They do well enough with the ventilation. Lucy's not had to hold her breath yet. What is going on with the noises? Oh, okay, we've got a conference room. Oh, well. This is a bar. We've reached something approximating now not only residential spaces, but actual habitational. I was trying to make a joke about hostile architecture, but this really does define it, doesn't it? I seem to have a noir band from the 20s following me around. Was there even a way to go over here? No. I'm getting turned around now. Okay, we came down here. We're theoretically trying to go down further, right? Is that the same way? Oh, my eyes. I see. That took us out there. So this is the way to go, not the way to come from. Have we found an apartment? Oh, that seems like a lovely place to stay. Right, we've got a sink, we've got a stove, shelves, a shower, a toilet, storage boxes, mere shelves, a bunk bed, a double bed, and more furniture, chairs on the table. I think Lucy's deserved a wee nap, don't you? I was saying that I was gonna finish this room, but there's a couple more things I have to do today, and I might still want to go to the convention. Probably not. I'm absolutely knackered. But this so far has been Naissance. I might bring it back. I'm not sure if this video is going to be a let's look at or if it's going to be something else. I might release this on a strange day. Usually I take breaks on Sundays. I don't have one on Sundays because I'm on a stream or whatever. But I might just sort of like drop this somewhere. I'm not sure yet. Let me know if you want to see more of it. It's definitely it's very intriguing to me personally. I might do another video on it anyway. Sound design. I have to find out I'll find out the artists and I'll put them in the description along with the studio, the usual link to the Steam page and all that. But yeah, this has been us having a wander through a megastructure. Stay well. See you later.